Hi. 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 Hi, Haru. Say hello to... Wow. Say hello to chat. Why am I Angie? Why am I the Angie bean? Ah. Hi. An attempt was made to be early because I wanted to do more stuff today. I don't think it was very successful. Ah. But how is everyone? I'm gonna get started straight away because there's a lot of stuff I want to get through tonight. Hey, Oracle. The Kato looking evil. Look at her. She is like made a nest among the Necron race. She is the true Catan. The true Shard of the Void Dragon, clearly. ah. Yeah, I'm gonna get started with painting. Sadly, I can't have cat cam up because the cat cam is also the paint cam, but you can be vaguely aware that she's in that top right corner, hanging out. I'm very tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. It's almost like I stayed up till 1 o'clock painting by accident. But I thought we were finished, and then when I posted it online, I was like, there's more we can do here. But I don't think there's enough to last a full stream. So I thought we'd come on as soon as possible and get started with just a little bit tonight. Just a little bit to finish him off. So first of all, we're going to take the oil paint. We're going to be using some white oil paint to do my secret plan. But how are you doing, Oracle? And how are you doing, Metal? I've had a very busy day at work, doing a bunch of stuff that I was not supposed to do, but work was like, yo, we need you to do this. And I was like, fuck. And then when I started doing it, it turned out to be so much more work than it usually is. So that's probably why they were like, yo, we need you to do this thing. It was fucking bullshit, chat. It was not an easy day at work. It wasn't hard, but it was just very intense. Very intense, I think, is the right descriptor. So we're just diluting some oil paint. Hopefully that should be enough, because we are going to get some white oil and thin it out a lot, because we want it to just sort of flow into some spaces. That's what we're doing. We're just creating like what's the right word? What is the right word? The idea is like we're gonna recess shade some bits in white, and then we're gonna go over it with color. It just makes it easier to show up. And the reason we use oils is because oil kind of runs really into like recesses very naturally. So yeah, that's our general plan for the day. I'm gonna start with these lower bits here. And if I've mixed this right, there's only one way to really tell if you've mixed it right. That's just to... Oh my god, I think we've got it right. Oh yeah. The idea is, cat, don't play with my brushes. Do not. He is doing crimes, chat. So it's okay if we have a little bit of an overspill, because it's fine. But if it's too much excess, we can literally just wipe it away with a finger, which is nice. Oil paints are very fun because there's a lot you can do with them. A lot of stuff you wouldn't normally be able to do with acrylics. Haru, what are you doing, little cat? What are you doing? He's playing with a bit of sponge. He's playing with just a little bit of sponge. So we are just going to quickly fill in all of the little recess bits, like how we did in that first bit, where there's these little inlays, and we are going to make those glow later. Once we get these little bits kind of all filled in, it should work. I think it shows up quite well right now. Like, you can see what I mean. At least I hope you can. I'd be very sad if it wasn't showing through. Wow. Did I ping Discord? I feel like I did. Look at this creature in the background. He's just there, being a little goober. That's right, Haru. We're talking about you. People can see you being a little goober. I love it when she wants to hang out with chat, though. It's such a nice feeling. Gato, do not the brush. Oh, she is a little creature. I think I've basically got the right kind of level of thinness to this. Hey, Hellbird, thank you for the lurk. I hope that you're well. What is this? This is a very, this is a less than ideal brush, but like, you shouldn't really use nice brushes for oil paints because the spirits and solvents you need to clean the brush, to clean like oil paints and dilute them, will ultimately destroy the brush eventually. So I think it's always better to choose sort of cheaper brushes. But then that gives you the problem of you're using cheaper brushes. I kind of like the way it looks, especially on these like cracked bits. I think it looks really cool. I'm hoping that I will get the kind of effect that I'm looking for. What you doing, Haru? You're being a silly little cat, aren't you? He is our silly cat, chat. What? Hey, Hengast! Am I gonna do the Nightbringer when it... Of course I'm gonna do the Nightbringer when it comes out. Of course I'm gonna do the Nightbringer. That model is amazing. I hope that I can do it justice. Also, how you doing, Hengast? Can we get a shout out, please? It's lovely, lovely, lovely to see you, as always. Okay. Okay. What's next? So with that done, there are some other bits I want to do the same effect to elsewhere, like here. Got all of these little bits around here. Just gonna fill in these little bits here. And these bits here. And all of these little bits in the wings. I do feel like part of the issue is that when the model isn't in good lighting, the wings look a lot darker than I want them to, and it really annoys me, honestly, because like you can't see any of the details, which honestly is kind of frustrating, I'll be honest. But with what we're gonna do tonight, that should no longer really be an issue. I hope. Do I want... Yeah, I do kind of like that, actually. What you doing, Haru? What you doing? You're being a silly creature. This cat. Haru? I do kind of like that you can just like basically wipe off the excess oil paint while it's still wet. I have a good feeling about how this is going to go, though. And I'm hoping it's not going to take too long. I don't think it will. While all of this oil starts to dry and whatnot. I've got some stuff on the base I can work on. Just to brighten it up a little bit. That was one of the things people said, is that the base kind of looks unfinished. Which, you know, in hindsight, I'm going to kind of agree. It's just a bit too dark. What are you doing, Haru? What are you doing, little cat? Oh no, she dropped the thing she was playing with. It's just one of my old makeup sponges that I use for painting sometimes. Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on the Nightbringer though. I think it's a little bit harder. It's a bit less obvious. I haven't like figured out what I'm gonna do with the Nightbringer when it's time though. That's the one issue I've got with it. Whereas the Void Dragon is quite easy, like he's got a lot of really well-defined parts. And while yes, the Nightbringer also does, the Void Dragon is a lot more... I don't know, I feel like the Void Dragon feels a lot more mechanical and ordered in his design. Whereas the Nightbringer is kind of less so. Okay. What's next? I hope that this will work out. I'm sure it will. Okay. This is a lot of just like prep work right now for what's going to come soon, trademark. But once it's done, it's going to be a nice little foundation. Okay, what's next? These joints, which I missed before. This is hopefully going to look really, really good. I think it will. Okay. Hey, Phantom. How you doing? Lovely to see you. What the fluff? We're doing something cool. It might not look as yet, but trust me. It's gonna be really cool. We're just doing some oil, doing some recess shading with some oil. Into all of the little, like, the tiny little, like, bits. Like, the tiny little lines. And it'll make sense later. It'll make sense why we're doing this later. Though, admittedly, for now, it might not make too much sense. But it will. Soon, trademark. How you doing, Phantom? It's always lovely to see you. I hope that you're well and that you're having a lovely day. Oh god, that's a lot of Nightbot shit. Lol. Ah. We aren't... So we're just... This is one of the things I really like about oil paints, just how much it just flows into the little crevices and recesses. It's like super contrast paint, is what it feels like. I don't quite know how else to describe it in the context of miniature painting, but it just has this kind of effect where it just really seeks out all the little recessed parts, which is perfect for what we're trying to do here. You see what I mean? It just fills everything perfectly. Okay. We've still got this bit to do. But once this wing is done, I think we're going to be ready for the next stage. Actually, no, that's a lie. We still have a fair bit to do on the base, which I've just realised. This is going to be so cool when it's all like in there and glowy. Another nice thing is like all of these bits are kind of just like interconnected. So you can just like let the paint run naturally into all of the crevices. And it'll look really cool. Just like so. You know? That's going to be all glowy later. It's going to look really cool. At least I hope it will. It might just look a bit too much, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? And if it does, we'll have fucked around and found out. And I'm still going to leave it. Because it'll be something new and something different. And it'll be a learning experience. I really hope that when I get the neon green on here, it's going to be exactly like I envision it. We will have to wait and see, though. Okay. Okay. It's so just nice because you just do a little tap. Just a little tap. And it does so much work. And you can do more if you want, but you don't have to. I get very impatient though. Hey Aguna, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, we're doing some Warhammer. Let's keep into the mic. Wait, what? Am I muted? Am I muted? Have I been muted this whole time? No. No, I haven't been muted. Wow. Sorry. Have I not been speaking into the microphone? Have I been very quiet? My bad. I've just been kind of like here, doing my thing. Yeah, this is the Catan shard of the Void Dragon, the Cyber Turkey, from Into the Turkey Bus. Yeah. You have all the streamers you're watching. Yeah, of course you can ask. Whether or not you get an answer will depend on the question. Thank you. I'm very happy. I'm very happy with how he's turning out so far. Ah. Have you eaten and drank today? I have eaten and drank today. I just had some very nice chicken sandwiches before stream, in fact. I am drinking a Monster, though, because I had a very late night last night because of how long we spent painting this miniature. And then I had a very early morning for work. So tonight we're going to make a concerted effort not to be up too late, because I don't want to have to be really tired at work all day again. And I don't want to sleep in too late and miss breakfast like I did today. I was able to pick something up on the way to work, but it wasn't like a super big breakfast. A Kato on the back of my chair. Hi, Evie. She is on the desk now. Ada. I'll be honest, chat, I was actually going to do this last night, but then I completely forgot about it. This was always part of the plan. But yeah, I might have goofed a bit last night. Ooh, what? We're almost done with this bit. Then we will get into working on the base while this top area dries. And then once the base is dry, we'll start again working on the torso. I really hope this looks as good as I think it will in my head. Okay. Nope, missed a spot. Missed a few spots, actually. We're doing this. It's like you have to be consistent, otherwise it'll look terrible. Which means taking your time and being methodical to make sure every bit is done. Oh God. Ah! La pato for the cato. Floofy tail touched. Hey, Major. Hey, Kata-chan, you've been here the whole time. Oh. First time you've seen another egg? Well, Kata-chan has been here, part of the community for a good while. How are you doing today? Also, hi, Major. Okay. While all of that dries... Actually, that's a lie. There's still some more bits I need to work on. Soon, though. Soon we will be on the bit where we're just doing a quick dry brush on the ground. Then we'll start doing a little bit of sponge shading, or well, sponge highlighting, to be precise. This is hopefully going to brighten up the whole miniature significantly. I'm really happy with how the silver has turned out on the flesh metal. Honestly, I think it's definitely the sponge highlighting doing a lot of the heavy lifting there. Recovering from yesterday's booze fest. Oh, I hope you're taking care of yourself, Kata-chan. You better be. You better be. Did you hydrate? Did you eat something nice today? Are you making sure your drinking doesn't affect any of the other things you've got to do? I hope so. I will be upset if not. Okay, so we're just gonna dry brush some Mechanica Standard Grey. It's a kind of medium-ish grey, but we're just gonna do this to create a little bit of texture. And some extra levels. Wow. Spent the whole day hydrating. Good. Good. I'm good. I've had a long day of work, honestly. I had not enough sleep, I think. And I very much felt it throughout the day. But I was still kind of in the painting headspace most of the day, which is why we're continuing to paint today, even though we're meant to be doing indie game reviews. And we will do indie game reviews later, but only when this is finished. But I don't think this is going to take that much longer. That was a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be, I'll be honest, chat. I do think that the base is looking a lot nicer already. Wash the dry brush. Okay, what's next? What's next? So, the next thing is next. I'm going to make sure this is properly mixed, because the UV green paint I'm going to use needs to be thoroughly mixed. You had a long work day. Are you surprised you could easily race for an hour? Nice. It's been a while since you last painted stuff for yourself. Kata-chan, why didn't you treat yourself? Work on your queue. I know you've got a ton of Blood Angels to work on. By the way, this is for you. Is this for me? No, this is for me. This is for me. This is one of the, this is part of the, someone who did the donation amount for the birthday donathon chose to do the Hypercrypt Legion. So this is the centerpiece model from that army set. But it's for me. It was just chosen by chat. But this is for my army. It's my personal Void Dragon. I don't do commission work, remember? I am, it's not something anyone's ever really asked me to do. I don't know if I actually could do commission work. I don't know how to... I mean, I do know, like, how to do commission work. I just have never really done commission work for Warhammer. There's a lot more logistics involved, you know, like transport and postal and all that stuff. Where, and you know, tax and shit. Like, it becomes a lot more complicated. And I like to keep things simple. Smooth brain as I am. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, we're just gonna use the sponge. Just sponging on some UV paint. This is AK Interactive Ultraviolet Green. And it's okay if we get a little bit extra in places, if there's a little bit of overlap. That's all fine. This is mostly... I think I kind of need more. I'm not entirely sure, because UV paint is generally quite thin. So I am also wondering if maybe I need to not rub a fair bit of it off and just, like, go at it while it's still very moist. Moist. I like the word moist. We're going to be quite liberal with this paint. I do need to be careful. I definitely don't want to put too much on and mess up what we've done already on all the other bits. I also want to make sure... I also don't want it to be too consistently UV green on the lightning. I kind of like having lots of different color, like lots of different undertones in the green. So I'm hoping that, yes, while we are wanting it to be very bright and vivid and glow, I also want to make sure it's not the only color. Well, not the only shade in the green. Okay. Okay. You recently bought the Chorf Blood Bowl team with bull centaurs. On the way, you'll paint that when you have slightly less shaky hands. That sounds awesome. I hope I get to see that. That's gonna be really cool. I like Chaos Dwarves. I should really try Blood Bowl. I don't know why, as a kid, it never really appealed to me, but it looks quite fun. I know a lot of people that play Blood Bowl, like online. I've heard that the video game is kind of os, though. That every season they try and get you to rebuy all the DLCs and all the teams. It's kind of like me. I don't know how else to describe it. That's my general dissatisfaction at the whole. Yeah, rebuy all your DLC so you can play it in the new version. Even though the rules haven't changed that much. And then everyone just stays and plays the old version. Okay. Okay. Let's just hold this like so we can get right in there. Yeah, we're just kind of doing a little bit of a sponge highlight to try and get all of the bits the right color. The next is Bretonians. I wonder if the new Blood Bowl edition is going to be like a tie-in to the old world. And that's why they're going Bretonians versus Tomb Kings. That would be kind of cool if it was like Blood Bowl, the prequel, and it focused on that. But I feel like that would also upset some people. But I think it's I always like it when there's some consistency. Huh. Okay. Okay. I think it's starting to look the part. This is just a little bit of a process to get it all fully filled in. The wings look... Yeah, they feel about right. Oh god, that's a lot. Okay. Am I ready? Hell yeah. Let's hit me with that car fact. Let's go. The star players aren't old enough to be set in an old one. Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't realize that was the case. I don't actually know how Blood Bowl works. I'll be real with you. I have never played it. It's like the only Warhammer game I've never had a go at some point. Which I feel like I should probably correct. I have, in fact, not the Warhammer 40,000. Only when I've played all the games can I truly be the Warhammer 40,000. He's so glowy. Oh, that's a very long thing. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Okay, today's daily car fact with Major. Hey, God King. Twitch limits your word count on purpose. I mean, Twitch limits everyone's word count, let's be honest. I don't think it changes, but yeah. Let's see, the Audi R10 TDI, unveiled in 2005, was a car that rewrote endurance racing history. At a time when diesel engines were still seen as slow and unexciting, Audi shocked the motorsport world by building the first diesel prototype designed to win Le Mans. Under its sleek carbon fiber body sat a 5.5-litre twin-turbo V12 TDI, producing over 650 horsepower and an incredible 1,100 newton meters, 811 pounds per foot of torque. The engine was a monster, yet efficient enough to need fewer pit stops than its gasoline rivals. Its debut came at the 2006 12 Hours of Sebring, where it immediately took victory, silencing critics. Later that year, it became the first diesel-powered car to win the 24 Hours of Le Mans, dominating the field with reliability, speed, and unheard-of fuel economy. Drivers marveled at how effortlessly it surged forward thanks to diesel torque, while rivals struggled to keep pace. From 2006 to 2008, the R10 TDI was nearly unbeatable, securing 3 consecutive Le Mans wins and cementing Audi's reputation as a pioneer of diesel technology in racing. It proved that innovation, not convention, wins endurance battles, making it one of the most unhinged race cars of its era. How was that? How was that? I feel like I tried to do a trailer voice for it. I don't know how successful I was, chat. Ah, I have been bonked. Hey, God King, how you doing? How are you doing? It's lovely to see you again. What? Sounds posted in cool stuff. Okay, let me have a listen. I think we're nearly done. I know, but when you say bonk, I worry that I may have missed it. When people bonk me, I usually think, oh, is that something that needs my attention? It's what's happened with, like, all my mods bonking me for stuff. Please, no ads. It doesn't add. I'm sorry. We cannot listen to it. At least not that particular video. I do enjoy the car tracks, though. They are fun. I do like nice car engine sounds. It's just like my default response when I get bonked. It's like, oh god, have I missed something? Ah. Okay, I think the sponge has taken me as far as I can go. Actually, no, that's not true. The sponge can still do the upper wings. Why not wait out ads? Oh, that's true, I suppose. I think the issue is I can't mute the ads on Discord. Yep. Okay, let's have a listen. Oh god, that's... Oh. I'll be honest. That is not the most pleasant sounding of engines. That is, yeah. Yeah, that is a noise. That is a noise. I don't think diesel engines sound very nice. Hey, Metal! Did you just turn on? I'm just listening to the engine sounds. That's way too much. Holy shit! Why is it so loud? It's actually horrendous. Holy fuck! Diesel engines do not sound nice. That's my big takeaway from that. Holy shit! Holy shit, chat. It sounds like it's like not. It sounds like it's trying to die. Is that just what diesel engines sound like? Holy shit. First 3 minis are only start up, later is driving. Oh, driving is much nicer. Okay. Man, there's so many ads in this fucking video. Holy shit. I don't know that I don't know that I want to go searching for stuff. I don't. I'll be honest with you. I need my hands to paint. And I do want to finish this this model sooner rather than later so I can get on with the actual plan for today. Because I'm already taking a bit long. I've already taken longer than I initially thought I would to get this finished. But we're nearly there. Once all of these white bits are green, it will be time. It should be done. I am gonna get this finished, chat. It will be done soon. I feel it. I think I need to switch to a brush. So I'm gonna. I think this might just go a bit faster. Should have let it run in the background. I cannot concentrate with the noise that was coming from that thing run. I gotta be real with you, Major. I gotta be real. Like, if it doesn't sound nice, I'm not keeping it on for an extended period of time. I don't think it's nice to do. If this is a nice sound, sure. But that was very loud and kinda not pleasant. I'll be real. I gotta be honest. If I don't like something, I don't like it. You know? We are almost done, I swear. We are gonna get this Void Dragon finished. It's just about getting the fluorescent green into where all of the white cracks we filled before are. And any excess we just rub off while it's still wet. And then, yeah, it just looks right. This one is a preference, but there are good sounding diesels. I'm not saying there aren't. It was just the noises that I was hearing there were less pleasant. I know that in Star Wars, Sebulba's pod racer is actually based on a diesel engine sound, for example. And that's a very cool kind of humming kind of sound, which is nice. Okay. 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 Hey Andy, how you doing? Lovely to see you. How are you doing? Have you had a nice day? We're just finishing off the Void Dragon. I'm pretty happy with how he's turning out so far. We're just kind of finishing him off, making him a bit brighter, doing some extra glowy stuff on it. Pretty happy overall with how he's turning out. Just getting your usual Wednesday stuff done? Oh. What kind of stuff is your usual Wednesday stuff anyway? I am just trying to be cozy and get this done. We're almost there though, chat. I can feel it. I'm starting to wonder if I may have gone a bit too far. But we can darken it down as needed. That shouldn't be a problem. So we might do that later. It should also help improve the contrast between the dark. It should also help make the bright parts pop a bit more. Because right now it's all kind of like very singular color. Laundry, outside work, getting groceries. Oh, nice. Well, I hope you get through it all okay. And I hope it doesn't take too long, so you can enjoy some nice relaxation afterwards. It's very responsible getting all that stuff done. I also like to get it done all in one day, so I don't have to worry about it later on in the week. Okay. I don't quite know how to describe the way this UV paint functions. It's almost like a filter rather than a standard acrylic. Like the way it shows up mostly when you like heavily paint it on or over very bright things. Pretty much done, just waiting on dryer and running a few games of Helldivers. Nice! How is the invasion? How's the new update? The big one where we're invading Bugtown. Have you tried any of the underground missions yet? Or is it not out yet? I think it was meant to be out in September, but I don't know when in September. I heard it was out, but I'm not 100% sure. We shall find out on Sunday, I suppose. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I know what I need to do. I think I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. I'm gonna go in with the Dark Angel's green contrast into the bits that need it. And hopefully that'll be all dry by the time we finish getting the rest of these panels filled in with the UV. It's going. That doesn't fill me with much confidence. When you say it's going, is it difficult? It feels like the idea of like doing underground operations seems like it's so antithesis to what Helldivers usually is. I get the feeling there's going to be a massive emphasis on stealth. And all those new bug types, all the burrowing units, seem really like hard to deal with. Okay. You're pretty much done. Wait, oh wait. Wow. Okay. What else can we do? What else can we do? What else can we do? We need to do this. We need to get all these lightning bits a bit more UV green as well. these done, and then we'll get a quickly once over these, and then we'll get a sponge and wipe most of it off. Okay. I swear we are almost done, chat. I swear. I may need to go in. I'm gonna need to do a lot of correction in terms of the overall shading on this miniature. Hopefully it won't take too long. It probably will, in all honesty. It will probably take a lot longer than I want it to. But I think the end result is going to be worth it. Sometimes a lot of the nicer details are just a matter of going back and forth and balancing until you get it just right. I've never done this kind of weird sort of like inner glow kind of thing before. I don't know what you actually call this. Hey! How you doing, Zira? Flying by titles. Flying by... Okay. Okay, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I don't want to deal with that. Fuck. The bottom is still the weak point, right? How are you doing, Zira? So I am definitely going to do indie game reviews, chat, I swear. Okay. Now I just need to sponge off a bunch of the excess. Okay. I think he's a little bit too green now. I think he's a bit too bright. I need to create more contrast. You think that the eyebrows should be permanent? Understandable. Understandable. Well, perhaps. 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 Okay. I'm gonna pop this to one side. I think we're all done with this particular paint. I need to deepen a lot of these areas to create more of a contrast. A Coelia green shade could work, but I don't think it's strong enough. So I am going to use some contrast paint and just thin it out a bit. It'll be mostly medium, because we don't really want to change any of what we've done. We just want it to like darken things just a little bit. And we still want it to be quite translucent. We're just going over certain sections just to get them a bit deeper. We want to create more contrast than we've got. All of the glowy effects might not be as deep as I need it to be, actually. Yeah, we might need this to be a little bit darker. Okay, I can work with that. That's easy enough. Yeah, that feels about right. Oh, that's too much. Whip some of that back onto the brush. We still want it to look like it's glowing. So we do want there to be some brightness around the light sources. I think the issue for me is that there are many light sources on this model. Small! Hey, how you doing? Small, have you heard about the newest update in Helldivers? We're invading the bugs' homes. But they have, like, flying bile titans now. It's fucking crazy. Yeah. All of the green. Yeah. It sounds really cool. Flying bile titans. You know the big fucking... the giant fuckers? Yeah, they fly now. But I'm assuming it's only in the Terminid homeworld that you have to deal with them. Yeah, it looks really cool.
Look out! Here they come!
Oh god!
Connor Queen just raided with 4 viewers.
Connor, how you doing? Welcome, welcome raiders. I'm Tiger, variety streamer. I do a lot of Warhammer based stuff. We do indie game reviews and we love to do community games. How are you doing? How was your stream? What were you up to? What's Kronos the New Dawn? I feel like I've heard of it. The Hive Tyrant. Yeah, basically it's a Hive Tyrant. It's exciting. I'm really excited to get to play the new update for Helldivers. Sadly, I can't until Sunday. So that's definitely what our community games night is gonna be. Dead Spacey sort of horror game. Oh no, Dead Space is terrifying. I hope that you're handling it better than I did. Because I needed an emotional support pink to help me play it. That was the only way I could get through. But we did get to the end. Eventually. I think I need to create more contrast. Like, more than this. I think it needs to be even darker. Just because if it's darker, then it's going to help. It's going to make the glowy bits pop a lot more. We want everything around the glowy bits to be really dark. Have you seen what the big rumbling is, by the way? Because, like, I remember in the trailer they didn't say what it was, but they said, yeah, don't worry about it. Which means it's obviously something to worry about. I'm very curious. I'm very curious. I'm assuming it's some kind of giant burrowing monster. Which is very cool. Okay, what's next? Yeah, this is way more like how I think it should be. This level of darkness. And it's just going to make all of the glowy bits really pop a bit more. Oh shit, too much. Cool. Yeah, going even darker was definitely the right call. It's funny, at the start of the stream it looked too dark, but then it quickly became way too bright. And now it's starting to be just right. Everything is looking really glowy. And that's what we were going for. The added dune worms. Not yet. Okay. So that's something to look forward to. That is something to look forward to. I can't wait to see what's happening in Helldivers. It's just such like an exciting time with the sheer amount of like stuff they've been adding to the game. It's like it had a strong start, had some controversy with the whole region lock stuff, and then it just kind of exploded after it kind of was a bit dead for a little while. All too dark. That's about right. So I am still thinning the dark green to make sure that it doesn't overpower everything around it and underneath it. It's a bit of a balancing act, honestly. There's still some bits that could probably benefit from a little bit of a green. But I kind of like how the neon kind of fades to white in places. I think it just adds to the glow effect by like quite a lot. You can't leave Tiger with bad sounds, so you're gonna post car fact number 2 if you want. Hell yeah. I'm always happy for car facts. And also, it's okay, you know? I think that, like, it probably did sound okay, but, like, it's more a matter of getting a video where I can, like, have it on and it be, like, something that's pleasant for chat as well. If it's too aggressive, it's too, like, loud and too, like, yeah. It's hard sometimes. It doesn't help that, like, I'm very set. Like, part of my autism is, like, I'm very affected by, like, sound. If something is too loud or very, like, unpredictable, it does things to my brain, and I don't like it. It's why I don't really do live music. It's just, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. I mean, I have been to festivals and stuff. It's just, it's not always a great experience for me unless, like, I know what all the songs are. And they're things I'm very familiar with. It's why I don't think it's why I don't really like festivals, in all honesty. Also, too many people. Well, but I feel like that's also just a given. I do not like festivals, chat. Auditory overstim weakness, same here. Yeah, it's a pain. Not enough trees to break against. What do you mean? Okay. This was meant to be a review stream, chat. It will be, I swear to God. I'm gonna review a couple of games tonight. I swear. This is just taking a bit longer than I thought it would. But I feel like it's gonna be worth the extra time. I'm almost certain that it's gonna be worth all the extra time. Okay. What do we think, chat? That feels very... That feels like it's kind of what we want from the base. I'm actually pretty happy with how that's turning out. It feels very intense. Oh, the LOP story. Oh, lol. Yeah, no, that was a while ago. That was years ago. Holy shit. Oh my god. My god, chat. I might be old. Okay. Let me just finish up this wing, then we will go through the Carfact. Then I will do the other wing and the weird head thing after. But I see Major. I saw it. I just haven't read it. Yeah, I think the left one that we've worked on looks infinitely better than the right. I don't dislike how dark the wings are now, with how much is going on. I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. I'm pretty happy. Like, that's already starting to look way nicer than it did yesterday. Okay, let's go through the Carfact of the day. What do you guys think so far, chat? I'm pretty happy, honestly. Looks slimy. God. Okay, that's not what I was going for. It's meant to be lightning. Though I kind of get that because it's got that kind of glowy UV green. Glowing harder than a nuclear reactor. Lol. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. I'm very happy with the effect, honestly. It's better than I expected it would look. Let's have a look at the car fact now. Ferrari unveiled the LaFerrari in 2013. It wasn't just a new hypercar. It was their ultimate statement piece. Built to succeed the Enzo, it became the first Ferrari to use hybrid technology, but in a way that stayed true to the Maranello's racing DNA. At its core sat a 6.3-litre, naturally aspirated V12, screaming to 9,250 RPM with 789 horsepower, already a masterpiece on its own. But Ferrari paired it with a Hiker's electric motor system, inspired by Formula One's KERS technology, adding another 161 horsepower. Holy shit. The result was a combined 950 horsepower and 900 newton meters of torque, delivered with no turbo lag and no sound that could raise goosebumps. Holy shit. The LaFerrari could sprint from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in under 3 seconds and reach over 350 kilometers an hour. But it wasn't just about speed. The hybrid system allowed Ferrari to keep the V12's character alive while future-proofing against regulations. It was Ferrari showing the world that performance and innovation could coexist. Your all-time dream car if you had unlimited budget? Only 499 coupes and 210 Apertas were built, making it one of the rarest and most valuable Ferraris ever. Today, the LaFerrari stands as the crown jewel of the holy trinity of hypercars, alongside the Porsche 918 Spider and the McLaren P1. The rest of the holy trinity you can cover tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Nukin. My fingers. Lol. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Okay. Car time.
What if
Silence brand.
your card offered
Silence
you
brand.
benefits
Oh god,
like a
why
financial
can't you
time
mute videos in Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice sound. It's a very nice sound. It's such a growly car. I really like it. So from everything you've said, it's like, yeah. Oh god! Holy shit! Okay, that's really cool. That sounds amazing. Holy shit. Man, that sounds so cool. That sounds really, really Holy shit, that sounds so like... That sounds so good. My word. My word. This sounds lovely.
Insomma, marcia in allungolai è partita ora.
My word. It's such a cool sounding car. Like, it sounds like it's tearing reality apart. Like, as it goes. I don't know if that might be a bit it's such a cool sound, you know? Chat, how do you feel about car engine ASMR? I'm kind of feeling it, honestly. I'm kind of feeling it. Holy shit. This is a car that has no chill. I'm here for it. And now it has chilled. It's like it's either there or it's not. There's no in between. That's so cool though. Like for real. That was a very cool car. I hope that this is it. This is actually, yeah. I think improving the contrast, increasing the contrast is definitely working out the way I wanted it to. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Doing this bit, then we've got the helmet, the head to do, and then we just need to rim the base. Thank you for sharing, Major. That was very cool. I appreciate the Carfax. This video. Okay. What else? What else? What else? You have to do the wing fins. What do you even call these bits, chat? What does one even call them? Yeah, wings there. But they also kind of feel like fins. I don't know why. Can a wing have a fin, chat? I feel like they can. I feel like aeroplane wings have fins. Am I imagining that? No. I am not. Grooming is all fun and games. It had to do with the bases. You know what I mean, Kata-chan. What? You degenerate. Lol. Ah. I am an innocent creature. I have done nothing. Today, at least. Lol. I darken it too? No. No, I did not darken it too much. I just need to do the other side now. Sometimes I worry that one of my issues is I second guess myself a lot when I'm not doing something I'm already very familiar and confident with. And it's a bad habit. Because, like, yeah, it's good to question yourself. But at the end of the day, we're also just trying to fuck around and find out a little bit. And try new things out. If we're constantly doubting ourselves and second guessing what we're doing, we'll never quite be able to do anything with confidence. And you have to have confidence, otherwise you won't. You may never let yourself do the things you really want to do. You know? And this whole thing is just messing around and hoping for the best. Ultimately. And I think our messing around and hoping for the best is actually working out in our favor. Okay. There he is. Let me just get that paint pen out. I think we're calling this guy done. Is there anything you think I've missed, chat? Anything you think I should do before the end? Actually. Do I want to try and add some more definition to the gem? I'm not entirely sure what more I can do is where I'm at right now with this guy. I think the readability is quite good. Metal, thank you so much for your support. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful sleep. It's always lovely to see you. Thank you for being here. Make sure to take care of yourself, okay? Yeah. I think that's a significant improvement on what we did yesterday. Man, I love these texture paint pens. They're just really good. I mean, these paint pens. They're just really good. There's just something about them. They just feel very smooth and they have really nice coverage. Okay. The missions on Bug Planet also have modifiers for increased armor and health. Nice. What do we think, chat? I think we're done. I think we are finished. That's a significant improvement over what we did yesterday, I think. Cool. Right. I'm happy with that. Yeah. Yeah. It might have taken a bit longer than I thought it would. But I think that's pretty decent. I think that's a decent result. Yeah. I think the base is actually one of my favorite bits. I think it just looks really good. But I do think that this is a really big step up from what we were doing, what we did before. Let me get the picture up. Let me get the picture up from yesterday. So that's what we did yesterday. Bear in mind that this is in exactly the same lighting that we're seeing the model in right now. It just feels so much more dull compared to this. It's kind of crazy. But like, I feel like you can kind of see this coming from that. I feel like it kind of like looks the same. It's just, I don't know. Big improvement. Big improvement, and all it took was a day. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.